Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
I have a question for the girls, specifically women who date men. So, Tinder is in the news this week because they've brought in this new height filter and it's proving to be quite controversial. But whatever you think about filtering people by their height, I think that there are some better questions that we could use to filter men. So, I really want to hear yours, and I've got three to get us started. My first question, to test emotional compatibility. When I say attachment, do you think needy or do you think style? My second question, to test that kind of raw attraction. Rate your confidence at a parallel park. If it's high, we're probably going to get on quite well. If it's medium, definitely room to grow. If it's low, probably a no-go. Just one of us has to be good at it. And then my final question, just to filter a few people out. When was the last time you drank a glass of milk? Okay, tell me what your questions would be.
Basically, these are the reasons why I'm still single. What are yours? Raw attraction based on your confidence when it comes to parallel parking. So let's say I never took my driver's license. I'm not even close to being confident, then that will be a no, right? I love your confidence though. It takes a lot of courage to go on the internet and spew this kind of stuff knowing people are gonna be laughing at you.
I keep seeing all these posts on TikTok of these girls that are in their 30s or late 20s that are dating younger. And I think it's really funny because I'm in my 30s. I'm 33 years old. I have a 9-year-old. I was like, there's no way in hell that I'm ever going to connect with somebody young. Like, there's just no way. Like, they just want to party. They're wild. Like, they, like, have 25 girlfriends. Like, they're never going to want a 33-year-old mom with a 9-year-old. Well, let me tell you that I was wrong. Okay, I'm dating someone now. I'm 33, he's 25.
Well, good for you, I'll send you a cookie. The problem when it comes to posting your entire life on the internet is people will remember what you posted a day, a week, or a month ago. And don't get me wrong, I know it's content. You're gonna post whatever goes through your head that day. But again, people will remember. And because you posted this, I'm dating a 25 years old, a day, a week, or a month from now, people will ask, hey, what happened with that guy? And it's all because you couldn't wait to see where that relationship goes. It's fine, you're dating a 25 years old. That's great. You know what? In fact, I'll send you two cookies. But right now, you have no idea if he's still gonna be there a day, a week, or a month later.
I'm pregnant and I don't know if the dad is my boyfriend or his dad, and I need advice. As you know, guys, we're a judgment free zone. This might be the wildest story I've had sent in, but we're going to give our advice. So, okay, before you all judge me, please just hear me out. I know this sounds absolutely insane and I never thought I'd be in this position.
Yeah, that makes one of us, but please go on.
So, I've been with my boyfriend for just over a year now. Things have been rocky and we had a few trust issues at the start, but I really thought I loved him. He's always been super close to his dad, like weirdly close. But his dad is this older, good looking guy. He's charming, he's super well put together, and makes everybody feel special. And that's exactly what he did. He made me feel special. One night at a family gathering, we'd all got super drunk. My boyfriend went up to bed, and it ended up being me and his dad left by the end of the night talking. We got into really deep conversations, and I felt like I didn't know whether it was the alcohol or he just got me, but something clicked. And that night, we slept together on the sofa. Ever since then, I swore it would never happen again and I'd take it to the grave. However, there's been moments when we've caught ourselves in the house alone. I genuinely don't know who the father it is. It could be anyone. I've told my boyfriend I'm pregnant and I've told the dad. We announced it as if it was mine and my boyfriend's baby. My boyfriend's so thrilled, he keeps on talking about being a dad and how the baby's going to bring us closer and it'll be a good start for our relationship to start afresh with the previous trust issues we've had.
Oh no, what could possibly bring trust issues into your relationship? It could never be the fact that he knows you just can't keep your legs closed. And yes, I know this sounds a lot like a Reddit story, and it could be one, but after watching so many of these lunatics going on TikTok and basically putting their entire life out there in search of 15 minutes of fame, I wouldn't even be surprised if this was in fact a real story.
There's like a 74% chance that if I'm on a date and I've had two or more drinks, the topic will come up how I believe that if a man wants their partner to look attractive for them and they start going bald, they should need to go to Turkey and get a hair transplant. Maybe that's why I'm single. However, if my date doesn't agree, they're not my man.
There's like a 74% chance you never learned about this in school, but there's like this weird phenomenon that affects you at around the same age I start balding. Any idea what that is? No, of course not, but can you spell gravity for me?
So, I just got home from a date that lasted approximately 30 minutes. And you want to know where that was? Don't know why I'm hunched over like this. Because, let me tell you. Because he didn't want to pay for parking near the restaurant, and he wanted me to walk 20 minutes to the restaurant. And that's not bad, but, well, it is bad, but, and don't get me wrong, I don't expect a man to pay for everything at all. But, if you're not going to pay for parking, then why are you taking me out?
Honestly, I have no idea. But if I was to guess, I would say low self-respect and he should work on that. Does anyone else find it weird that you as a man needs to be financially stable just so you can date a broke woman?
What's your expectations from a man in a relationship?
Oh, just loyalty.
You like naughty boys, yeah?
Loyalty or the right hook, innit? Loyalty or right hook.
What's wrong with good boys?
Just to walk over their back a little bit.
A man who doesn't strangle me. To be emotionally available and emotionally intelligent.
Okay, have you ever found a man like that before in your life?
Yeah, but it was about 10 years older than me, so I feel like we need some guys in their 30s who know what they're talking about.
My expectations are for someone just to be their authentic self, but also the same. Like, they need to be emotionally intelligent. Communication definitely is a big thing. They need to know what they want, set the goals in a relationship, and stick to them. Don't just chat in my ear, because I'm not here for that. Say what you say and mean what you say.
Communication and comprehension. Like, it's good to communicate, but can you comprehend what I'm saying?
No, can't say that I do. I wanted to say they look like they're working the street corner, but maybe they're not. They sound like they are, but maybe they're not. Because I mean, they're not really dressed like they're going to a nice place, and they're not in a nice place either. But again, maybe they're not working. Maybe they're just out having fun. Emotional intelligence, I'm still saying this based on the way you're dressed, where you at, and what you're doing, but I don't think you know what that means. Good men are boring, so you're looking for the bad boys to have emotional intelligence. Yeah, I don't think you know what that means.
My advice to young women and women in general is to be very wary of men who start giving excuses for hypothetical men they don't know when you're talking about real issues of misogyny, sexism, violence against women.
Oh, that's why I count myself lucky. I only talk about hypothetical men that I do know. But I interrupted you. Please go on.
You know, any kind of like patriarchal institutions, when you're talking about them, if the man that you're speaking to, his first reaction is to explain any reason other than like patriarchy as to why those things are happening, I would check on that man. I would reevaluate how I think about that man, because
It doesn't matter, so there is no because. There can never be another reason for why people are acting bad except for patriarchy. Oh wait, my bad, I said people. I should have said men. Because come on, you can never say women are acting bad. But if they ever would, what would be the explanation for that? Is it still gonna be patriarchy? Matriarch? Nah, that cannot be it. Mental problems? No, that can't be it either. Now the only reasonable explanation is patriarchy.
You know when guys say, are you a boobs or a butt guy? I think that women should start saying, are you a hairline or a height girl? Just saying.
Yeah, I have no idea what she was saying, but it's not really my defense. But I was looking at her boobs and I realized I'm a butt guy. But in case she said what I think she said and she was talking about hairline, I mean, seriously, can you not see the irony here? Because your receding hairline is putting mine to shame.
But if a man has like a smaller car, like a little Porsche or something, I swear to God, a man with a Porsche asked me on a date and I said no because I was like, there's no way you're not gay.
Are you serious? So he can't even pick out the car that he likes without you automatically assuming he's a certain way. We sit and say that men aren't under all this pressure. He can't even buy the vehicle he likes. Not only that, but smaller cars tend to be better on gas. So you could argue he's smart with money if he's driving a smaller car. Also, a person's lifestyle tends to influence what they drive.
Well, I really hate to be the guy that defends the first lady, but I have to. In her defense, she was never approached by a guy with a Porsche and she never will be. So she's imagining stuff, she's imagining rejecting guys with expensive cars, so let her. She's not hurting anyone but herself. And yes, I know she does look like the type that will claim she rejects a guy that invited her on his boat. But also in her defense, she doesn't understand how boats float and why water is wet. So just my point is, let the girl have her wet dream and let us all move on with our day.
Guys, my wife is going to be so mad when she finds out I used her car to clean off mine.
Right then, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one.